Hey everyone, it's Rob and welcome back to the Tottenham Hotspur career mode. Now, today we are going to be doing number 4 of the series, episode 4, and I know that I uploaded 3 episodes on Tuesday. That's because I had that day off school, so I completely ground out 3 episodes. So hopefully I get like 1 episode a week out maybe. But we start the season off with a bit of news. Now, this was a bit unexpected, but we have sold Paulo Gazzaniga to Huddersfield for £9 million. Now, we've done this because, I mean, he's just not a good enough backup goalkeeper, and off camera he was constantly asking for more game time than he deserves, so I thought it was only right just to shift him on and look at replacements. Now, there's one man that came to mind when I was thinking of replacements, Matt Ryan. Not just because he's Australian, but because he's pretty good. He's around 80 rated. I think maybe if we skip a day or 2 ahead, I think if we skip ahead 3 days, it will give us the full scout report on his rating and stuff like that. So if this hurries up and loads, because my laptop, everything is just slow. So we have our scout on Matthew Ryan. We are not selling Sissoko. We're going to block that. And yeah, Gazzaniga has been sold, as you guys already know. Now into the transfers. He is 80 rated, so I was about right with my guess. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't trust Vorm as a backup, so I think it would be a really good idea just to go for Matt Ryan now, get it out of the way. But we've got 6 mil left, so I will have to trade someone in, so we're going to give that a go. We're going to try and trade someone in, get him for under 6 mil, but I don't think it's going to work. If not, we can try and get him in January and work with Vorm as a backup, because we do not have enough to purchase him just singularly at the moment. Of course, going to look in midfielders. No one there that I want to swap out. No one here. No one there. No one there. No one there. Vorm is the only one I could offer. They're going to take him. They want 19 mil. So we won't be able to get this to happen, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. Unless they accept 9 mil, which we'll quickly try and do now. Yeah, nah. They're not going to do it, but that's okay. We can try again for him in January, or maybe even next season. But for now, we do have Vorm as a backup. But I do have a backup plan to this. Vorm will be our backup, and I mean, that's okay. He has a prospect role. He's not really gonna get his first team breakthrough. I want to hire a scout, and I want to hire a scout, an English scout, 4-star, not bad, to go find me a goalkeeper in England that's promising. So yeah, £108,000 plus obviously the 2 million fee to sign him up. That is that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do to try and find probably the 3rd string goalkeeper, in which Vorm was, but mostly just the 3rd string goalkeeper. But you know, we'll move on from that, and we will get into this game against Newcastle. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate this game because it is at home against Newcastle. Can be tricky. Obviously, Newcastle went and beat Tottenham in real life, so yeah, they could be tricky, but I think we'll get the 3 points. So let's get into this game against Newcastle at home. Without further ado, we will go and simulate this match. First up, we might want to actually change the team around. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Fabian his debut. We're going to bring out Ndombele. We're going to put in Sissoko. We're going to bring out Grimaldo for Davies for this game. And I think that's really all that we need to do. So, yeah, there's the team that we're going to be going with for today's game, of course, against Newcastle. Let's get straight into it and simulate it. Come on, boys. We've got to get the win here. And we win 3-0. Perfect. Clean sheet. No injuries or suspensions. Eriksen, Kane, and Ali came on to score. Fabian made his debut. A very nice game there. A nice win. Perfect. Alright guys, so let's get into deadline day here. Wow, Brighton have sold his Kado, bought in Musa Marega. That's pretty good. A loan offer for Foyth, we are going to go ahead and block the offers. He's a good young centre-back, and he is our 4th string centre-back, so of course we want to keep him at the club. I have got the window open, guys. It's 34 degrees today, so I'm going to keep the windows opened. Alonso, Azpilicueta, and Rudiger out of Chelsea. Wow, they received 85 million for all 3 of those players. Xhaka has gone to Wolves. So a couple of interesting transfers happening. Of course, Pogba going to Real Madrid. In every career mode that seems to happen, along with Kimpembe going to Arsenal. Right, 4 hours to go. Van Beek coming in to Everton along with Holstenberg. Coleman and Holgate, 2 right backs. Or centre-backs if you want them to be, going out of the club. Vardy, Albrighton, Gray, Chilwell, and Pereira out of Leicester, getting over 110 million for them. With Villa, is that David Villa going to Leicester? Oh my god. Liverpool have spent 150 million. Now with an hour left, we will go ahead and check the top deals. So, Paul Pogba to Real Madrid for 88.5 million, 73 million. Liverpool have spent on Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, with Lorenzo Insigne going to Real for 70 mil, 65 mil for Thiago to Real Madrid, Allen to PSG. We, of course, bought Fabian for 50 mil plus Wanyama. Robertson to Dortmund for 60.5 million, 59 mil, of course, for Koke. Alaba, Dembele going to Juve. Tar going to Valencia, of course, buying Grimaldo plus Rose for 33.5 mil. Depay going to Inter Milan. Kimpembe going to Liverpool. So he hasn't gone to Arsenal. Last year he always went to Liverpool, and now he's going there again. Walker to PSG for 43 mil. Of course, Pereira for 40.5 million pounds. Marcelo's left Real Madrid at last. Ilicic has gone from Atalanta. And yeah, a couple of other interesting ones, along with James to Man U. So a lot of interesting transfers happening here. That's where Rudiger went. Carlos Soler for only 30 mil has gone to Napoli. That's a bargain. And then you've got Sergio Roberto, Lauren going to Man U, Pellegrini. So a lot of pretty cool transfers. I did a Monaco career mode and signed Vardy a few years ago on FIFA 18. So nice to see him leave. But Bayern, future Arsenal captain right there, left to Napoli for 27 mil. What a bargain. And yeah, a couple of other interesting ones, along with Xhaka leaving Arsenal. A lot of Arsenal fans will be happy to see him leave. But that is going to be the transfer window for the first transfer window for the career mode. So there you go, and now we can focus on our season. This is the press conference before the North London derby at the Emirates Stadium, where I want to pick up all 3 points. It was 2-2 in real life. We should probably focus on the press conference, actually. So the second one, do you reckon Arsenal is concerned? My lads perform admirably. Arsenal's morale is irrelevant. Let's go cocky, you know, before the big game. The biggest away day of the season, even though Arsenal arguably are the weakest top 6 side in the Prem. Are you happy with the strength of the current squad? We're good all over the pitch. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, as I was saying before, it's Arsenal, you know. I want all 3 points today. I want to be getting the win, and I just want to be convincingly sending a statement, you know what I mean? Alright guys, so this is the team that we're going to be going with today. We're going to start with Lloris in goals, Vertonghen and Alderweireld at the back, with our right back being Ricardo Pereira. We've got Grimaldo at left back, Son out in the left, Koke out in the right, Ndombele and Sissoko in the middle, with Fabian on the bench again. He got taken off for a reason in that game against Newcastle, with Kane up top, captaining the side, and Eriksen in behind him. Come on, boys, let's get the win today. I've changed up the bench a little. I've brought in Sessegnon, Walker Peters, and Juan Foyth, and of course Vorm because of the departure of Gazzaniga. But come on, boys, let's get into this game against Arsenal. Eriksen. Here is Ricardo Pereira now. I see Kane at the back post. Yes! Come on! Oh, there we go. We're 1-0 up at the Emirates Stadium thanks to a fantastic header from Harry Kane. Okay, guys, so my screen recorder does not have enough resolution to record the game while I'm playing. So what I've done is I've paused the game just to record this audio right now. And I'm just going to let you know that I will play the game off camera and I'll go through the highlights with you at the end. So apologies for that, but my screen recorder is just a piece of trash, man. It is so bad. And you guys can say, oh, get a new one. It doesn't work like that, guys. There's a lot of problems going on around here at the moment, so no way am I going to be able to get a new one. But I'm sorry, guys, about that. I'm disappointed, probably more disappointed than any of you 3 people watching. But whatever, we'll move on. So, of course, you guys already know about this opening goal by Harry Kane. Lovely cross from Pereira, met by Kane's noggin. A very nice bullet it past Bernd Leno. I'm struggling to get my words out often, guys. I don't know why. It just seems to happen whenever I'm recording, so please excuse that. But yeah, we took the lead 7 minutes in, which was really, really good. And then my screen recorder stuffed up. So this is what happened after that. What a finish by their new number 7. I don't know his name, so apologies for that. I can't quite remember, but he was probably their best player today. If not him, probably Leno, because we had 7 shots and they saved like 4 of them. But just before half-time, Sissoko puts us back in the driving seat, which changed the tone of the game. What a finish, though, and Ndombele with the assist. Sissoko sells David Luiz, and a great finish into the top right corner. He bends it, and 2-1 before the break. And then we moved into the next highlight. So the number 7 threads it through Aubameyang. Great save by Lloris, but the defense wasn't quick enough to react to it. So Aubameyang scored the rebound, unfortunately. And in the 56th minute, that made it 2-2. So, which way is this going to go? Well, in the 89th minute, Koke swings it in. Heung-min Son brings it down with a few touches and smashes it past Bernd Leno. Oh, the relief. The relief. Heung-min Son, the South Korean carry, wins it for us in the dying embers of the game with an absolute corker of a finish. So getting into the post-match interview here after that 3-2 win over Tottenham. Kane is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied are you with him? I'm going to say he deserves all the praise, even though he was average in that game. His job is to score goals, and he used his creativity to do that. You were lucky to score the late winner, weren't you? Luck had nothing to do with it, really. It was just really good play. Koke smacked it into the box, and a nice finish from Son. Were you concerned about the outcome of this match? I mean, anything could have happened, realistically. A North London derby, you never know, but that is the post-match interview wrapped up. So taking a look at the Premier League table after 4 rounds here, we have Man City on top, followed by Liverpool and Chelsea, who are on the same amount of goals, same amount of points as them, separated by a goal difference. Where they're in 4th, 1-3. Of course, that loss against City was the only loss so far. Watford, Wolves, and Leicester doing bits. United fairly low, and Arsenal fairly low. We've got Bournemouth on the bottom, which is a shame, but a good reflection of our expectations in real life. So our next game is, of course, against Crystal Palace at home, and I'm tempted to sim it just so we can get through 3 games in this episode, because I want to get through 3 or 4 per episode, but we've been quite busy. You know, it's been the transfer window for the episode so far. But I thought I'd just show you the Premier League table for now and how it's going so far. So guys, with the Bayern Munich game in about 3 days' time, we're going to switch up the team a little bit here. We're going to actually also bring in Davinson Sanchez. So we've got Lloris, Sanchez, Vertonghen, Grimaldo, Sessegnon, Fabian and Ndombele, Eriksen, Pereira, Lamela, and Moura up top. Lucas Moura coming in for his first start of the season. We are at home against Crystal Palace, so let's see how we go. And we won 3-0. Beautiful. Another 3-0 win in this sim game at home. The same result as, of course, the Newcastle game back here down the bottom in August. But that is very good. Very good. And we move into our game against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So we are just about ready to get into the Bayern Munich game. Of course, at home, this did not go too well for Spurs. They lost 7-2. But can your team start with a win in the Champions League? We've been waiting for this fixture. We have. We've played, 4 Premier League games, and it's gone okay so far, but, you know, my phone just rang. That was weird. Is there any chance that Bayern will win? Of course there is. There is a possibility. I'm going to say that. Yep. Team morale doesn't go down. That's good. Your team is basking in great form recently. Do you think you can continue to perform at this wow. Thanks for going early. There's been some top performances recently. Can your team keep this up? I'm sure of it. I'm sure we can get away with the win today.
Thanks for your questions.
Oh, come on, boys. So our first goal came just 15 minutes in. Harry Kane, captain fantastic. I wouldn't want it to be anyone else to score our first goal in the Champions League. We got off to a great start against Bayern Munich. Kane doesn't do much, but when he gets the ball, the keeper has to be ready or else you're doomed. But then Vorm parries it straight out to Perisic. It's a scabby little goal, and Bayern gets straight back in the game. It's a bit of a mistake. He was crowded, and he probably didn't have time to see him at the back stick. And Foyth maybe could have done a bit better, but just 6 minutes over the hour mark, Alderweireld puts us back in the lead. He met Eriksen's ball in with a fantastic bullet of a header, and he just completely prods it over to the back post in the top corner. And then to wrap up the game, Moura into Kane, Kane onto Koke, who brings it inside, smacks it in on the left foot, and that sealed the 3 points in our first game in the Champions League. But unfortunately, guys, that is going to wrap up episode 4 of the Tottenham Hotspur career mode on FIFA 20. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pretty successful episode, I'd say. We got that win in the 89th minute at Arsenal, which was just fantastic. 3-0 win against Palace, 3-0 win against Newcastle, and of course, the 3-1 win against Bayern, which is a big 3 points in the Champions League if we are hoping to progress into the round of 16, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and we can only dream of another final. But thank you guys again for watching this video. Please do like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you in episode 5, or if I do another video of a different variation, we'll see, but I'm basically putting all my efforts into the Tottenham career mode. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.